Searching podcasts for Dave, and one more time.
On behalf of everyone at the world famous Dave and Juan More Time podcast, season's greetings, Joyous Noel, Feliz Navidad, and Merry Christmas, bruh. This is Dave and Juan.
And 3.
Number 2.
1.
Woohoo!
Feliz Navidad.
La 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 la.
Feliz Navidad. We're probably going to get just that. My singing was so spot on that we're going to get some copyright infringement on it. But hey, America, we are back and you are.
You're welcome.
Welcome. Hi, everybody. How are you? I'm Dave.
I'm Juan.
And this is Dave and Juan.
More time.
That's right. Christmas week. Christmas. Technically, we're doing this on a Saturday before Christmas, so
but it's within the week.
We're within the 7 day. Well, not if you're, not if you're a strict calendar kind of guy. The week begins on Sunday.
Well,
right.
All right. When you're watching this, you're well within Christmas week.
Correct. If you're watching this, probably should be getting your shopping done by now.
Hopefully,
man. I'm always the same. I've been blessed, right? My wife, I don't know that she enjoys shopping. She claims she really doesn't, but I think she does. Is that?
I said my wife does. She just left to go back.
Yeah, that's I did that this morning for other things. So this is the Saturday before Christmas. Christmas is just what is it? 5 days away? Yeah,
5 days away. Yep, today's the 20th. So
we are recording this on December 20th.
Yeah, so we went shopping this morning. So this is the first Christmas at my new office, and I don't know for sure how people handle it. I'm not used to working in a place where everybody buys everybody gifts.
Dude, I can't take it.
And I hate. Look, I'm not a big gift opener. But then the worst thing is, so it's like, I don't want to show up with nothing.
Yeah.
So there's 9 people in my department, counting me. 4 of them report directly to me. 3 of them report to somebody who reports to me. And then my boss.
Okay.
So do I get gifts for the people who report to me? Do I get gifts for everybody?
Man.
And so we were out. My wife and I went this morning, and it's like, dude, I'm serious when I say I was just getting anxiety over it.
Mm-hmm.
And then at one point, it's like, all right, let's just go over here. And it's because half of them don't drink, so otherwise I could just buy them liquor. That'd be easy. Then one girl really likes popcorn, so now at this point, I'm just staying in the car.
Oh, yeah, I will not.
So Joey texts me, what about this? I said, oh, great, just get it. Then
you didn't
4
even
minutes
look.
later,
you didn't even try to look. No, you're right, I didn't.
Then it's like popcorn, like a variety pack of popcorn. 4 minutes later, she sends me a picture of another variety pack of popcorn. I said, whatever, I just get one.
I thought we had made this decision.
Right. Another 3 minutes. Oh, look, there's this cute popcorn bowl. And it's like, just move on.
But yeah, that's somebody. So if she is getting enjoyment out of that, then that's fine. So be it. Expecting you to be excited about it is a little
right.
Yeah, I'm the same way. But again, blessed that. Okay, I don't know that's. Look, I don't want to say it's a man-woman thing. I don't. But there are certain things that it seems to me that the wives just really enjoy way more than the fellas, so to speak. And again, I appreciate that because every Christmas, and I will say this, I will get people that think, and I mean that's not much of a confession. It is a confession. A lot of my relatives and godsons and goddaughter. Well, my goddaughters are old now, but the people that get gifts from us that go out of their way to thank me, and I just be thanking the wrong person
over there.
Yeah, I mean,
what did I get you?
That's 100%. I'm like, so I guess technically you can thank me because I was involved in the financing
exactly
of whatever it is. But if you got something especially nice, thank that person over there because I don't even know what we got you.
Right. And this is so we're at Barnes and Noble looking for a book for somebody.
People still
And
do that?
I don't, well, because I got to bring them Monday.
No, I mean, people still read?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That's what I'm so this, and I'm asking Jess, so are we just walking around this whole store? We're going to ask somebody for what we're looking for. I'm going to just walk for a little while.
Oh,
Then you got these like $200 Lego sets, and it's like, oh, does anybody in your office like Star Wars?
oh,
And
dude.
can we just get through with it?
What is it about the Lego set stuff? Apparently, one of my godsons who's now in college, super brainiac guy, but he's the kind of guy he somehow along the way inherited the gene from it would have been, I guess, was his great grandfather, who was my grandfather, who a good dude, Maurice, his name, Maurice, good dude, but did not like getting presents and did not put in a whole bunch of effort to show that he didn't like getting presents. In fact, his favorite line, and because you couldn't get him anything, there's literally nothing you could get him. So he always got packs of underwear, packs of socks.
Hey, it's usable.
Now, when the man passed, I forget how old he was when he passed. I can't even tell you how many unopened packs of socks and underwear because you only need so many, right?
Man. If you got 7, that's a lot.
But if that, he had way more than that. But and if you gave him anything besides, he'd get a gift. He'd say, "No, what am I gonna do with that? What I'm gonna do with that?" That was his version of,
which was his way of saying you shouldn't have.
100%. And a generous guy. He's salt of the earth, wonderful human being, but did not like gifts. So that's my godson, who would have been his great grandson. He's good, better at getting the gifts, but it's impossible. Doesn't want anything, doesn't ask for anything. And then apparently Cindy came up with this Lego thing. I guess a Lego puzzle, a Lego whatever it is you put together.
Yeah, they got big old Lego things now.
Apparently love that. So I'm hoping they don't watch this podcast before.
See what he's getting.
Pretty sure that's what he's. Well, I doubt I put it this way. I'm quite comfortable that he's not watching or listening. Although I am continuously a little bit surprised or frightened by some of the people who. I was in Georgia this past week, and somebody I know there, through business and various things, and she asked me. She goes, "Oh, I heard you got another podcast you're on there." I'm like, no, that's not for you to watch. That has nothing. That has, in fact, I prefer that you didn't. It's a couple of couillons, and I can't even explain to you what a couillon is. It shoots debris.
Well,
about an hour once a week solving the world's problems. Has nothing to do with
I'll tell you one that's the opposite with presents, apparently, who, hopefully won't watch this. So this girl that I work with, her birthday was at the beginning of December. And she was off that day. So I texted her. I said, I hope you have a great birthday. Enjoy your day off. Apparently, when I was at the office a couple of days later, she told a couple of people, she said, "Yeah, Juan texted me, and that's endearing and everything, but he didn't even give me a gift." And then, so this is the kicker. So she was in rehab this summer, and said,
"Hey, whoa, pause. Rehab?
Yes.
Oh, not like a broken ankle rehab.
No, like alcoholism. And I'm not telling you any secrets she wouldn't tell you.
Wait, hang on. Wait. I love when you start telling a story that's got more layers to it that I think America. So you have something that this person works for you.
She reports to me, yeah.
Okay, oh yeah, it's what I mean, right? She
She
reports to you.
Yeah.
You were nice enough to text her on her birthday.
Yeah.
All right, saying, "Hey, happy birthday." She makes the comment later on that you didn't get her.
To other people, not to me, who then immediately come tell me.
Oh. But I like how you drop. Okay, so was her being in
so
rehab?
here's why I brought in the rehab thing, because she said,
Gotcha.
well, maybe he'll get me something for this my 6 month sober anniversary.
Wow. Yeah, get her a bottle of wine.
Yeah. No, you know what I got her for Christmas? Um, two champagne glasses and some sparkling cider. But no, it's like, well, then so
Oh man! And by the way, they get in the hey, look, that was not meant to be a slight, everybody. I guess people could get offended. Hey, look,
now she's like I told you. So we started this other guy started um in the summer, not long after she came back. And we were sitting around, everybody was introducing themselves to him, and the first thing she says was, "I'm an alcoholic."
okay,
Like, all right,
okay.
so good thing to lead with.
And that's when he needs to look at her and say, "Aren't we all, darling?
Yeah.
Aren't we all?" It's just different levels, just different levels. There's functioning and non-functioning,
Right.
and those people that have a tendency to want to tell the world, like, look, hey, look, everybody's got their own journey. I ain't judging. I just that's fine. But so here's my point on something like that. Okay. So if I'm offering you a beer or a glass of wine or we're in a social setting and I say, hey, can I get you something? Okay, if you want to tell me, well, appreciate the offer, but I'm an alcoholic. And even then, you don't need to tell me that. You can
Yeah,
just
no, I
say,
said no, thank you.
I don't drink. Thank you, though. But thank you, but I don't drink. And
Yeah,
that's accurate and doesn't. But if you just want to come out and tell me I'm an alcoholic, well, okay,
yeah,
what am I supposed to do with that?
yeah. Like, I guess you don't want anything. Thank you.
But no, just in general, you said it
No,
was just,
right, right. That's the whole thing. I don't need to know,
that's when you
or
want to
tell
ask.
somebody else and let them tell me. I'd rather it that way.
You got a porn addiction?
Yeah.
What else? What else are you going to fess up to right here, man? Look, hey guys, I'm not even judging. Everybody's got their issues, and God bless America. You can have as many issues as you want. You just don't have to
Exactly.
identify by them.
Right. And you don't need to, and not just in a close, I mean, this is not just in a closed circle of people. And so you'll bop down, still, that was early in the summer, and now you'll have a meeting. And she said, oh, okay, because that happened when I was in rehab.
Yeah, no,
To
no,
other people,
correct. So
not just to
she's
my department.
yeah. That just wants affirmation. Yeah, you know, we've talked, we've joked about this before. That's like a live version of people that do that stuff on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Look what I ate last night.
and you want to well beyond no, just whatever trauma, whatever
Hmm.
they're dealing with. And it's like the ones hey, pray for me today. I need it.
Yeah, don't.
Listen, okay, first of all, you want to get we can have that argument. We all need it. Pray for us every day.
Hmm.
Throw in your prayers every day, and God, please bless everybody that doesn't have anybody praying for them today. You can cover that. Hey, by the way, world in America, I cover that for y'all.
I like that. Bless everybody who doesn't have anybody
Well, now
praying for
remember,
them.
yes, that's a big
That's
thing.
pretty nice.
Pray for people who have no one else praying for them, and you don't even know who they are. Now, granted, the fact I just said that, that's sort of self-serving, so I probably defeated the purpose of trying to be them.
Well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's a
You
very
should do it.
kind gesture, and we can all take something from it. So
You
I'll
should do
take
it.
that as a lesson.
There you go. That's what I'm here to do, America. Dish out these lessons on Christmas week.
That's right. We're talking about praying and criticizing all at the same time.
I was in Georgia, and I'm sorry we couldn't do it because people kind of came in. But I ran into an old buddy of mine who I had not seen. Man, I've not seen this guy in it's at least 10 years, probably longer. And a lot of life has happened between now and then. And I joke with him that and he couldn't because I had to stay a couple of nights there in Georgia, but he had to head back. And I told him, I said, one of the funnest things, because he was the first person that ever put this to me. We used to travel a lot together. We go to conferences and whatever. And every now and then he'd say, hey, Martin, tell you what, how about we go get drunk and talk about people? And I was always like, you know what? That's exactly on any given day, that got to be one of the most fun things to do.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Go get it. I don't even know if you say get drunk. Somebody just let's go drink some beer
Yeah.
and talk about people. To this day, that's one of the most fun things to do. And I know that's not good. Sorry. I can
No, but there are times with this same girl I was just talking about. I said, I've told people in the office that, Sometimes I think we talk about her too much, and other times I think we talk about her not nearly enough
Well, apparently she
because
wants that though.
there's so much to talk
Well,
about
she
on a
wants
daily
that.
basis. Yeah,
She wants to. I mean, you're not doing her any. I mean, look, I don't even know who this person is, but I can psychoanalyze just from
yeah. Well,
the
they talk
stories.
about it's the she's the center of her own drama,
Sure.
a person like that, and they
Yeah,
love the
you get
drama
get a
as
little bit
long as
about
they're in the
that on
midst of it.
Facebook. And I always joke about thing with Facebook too. I get people that try to pull me to this day. Somebody the other day was trying to tell me why Instagram. Oh, you need to be on Instagram, and I'm like, first of all, no. Instagram is just a slightly younger person's
Yeah,
Facebook at this point. Um, I don't like Instagram. I'm on it. I mean, I got to pull up stuff sometimes.
yeah.
Um, I just never have liked it. I'm old. Facebook is just it's like
Right. The only thing I have a post on Facebook is if it happened. I mean, on Instagram is if it posts from Facebook directly to Instagram.
and TikTok I will not use. I do not use.
No.
So I'm that old guy, and I will look at Facebook. And some people out there need to know this. You ever tell when somebody has a picture of themselves, whether it's a selfie or whatever it is, and they apparently are more proud of that picture than they probably should be? You know, like they're doing something, and I'm just thinking, I, I don't know if this is. Do you think I should be aspire to be doing what you're doing right now, or I'm not saying you look terrible, but you're a little bit more
Well,
proud
but
of.
I love the ones. What about the people who good and well this is not a good picture, and the compliments just flow in.
Oh, you look great,
Like, stop lying, stop lying. That's an ugly picture, even for him or her.
dude. I was again at this where I was at a funeral this past week in Georgia, and I ended up running into some folks that I hadn't seen. And so, like I said, my buddy of mine I hadn't seen in over 10 years, but at least I kind of knew what was going on with him. But some other folks who like one, this guy, Charlie, used to be the president of a bank up there. And I thought he was old when I was there. He was probably my age or younger. Right, right. That's the other thing too. We're talking 25, almost 30 years ago of right. But it's kind of funny. You see somebody that you'd have bet. I would have bet you. No way this guy's alive. No way.
Not just still working, alive. Right?
Yeah, alive. No, I mean, you figured, look, and again, I probably misjudged the age
Yeah.
because I think
So how long ago did he die?
yeah. And then I'm at the, I'm sitting in this, before the service starts and just kind of sitting there, talking with people. And this guy walks by. I'm like, is that Charlie? And then the person I was sitting next to was like, he's alive. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure, And then he went, he came around and he was coming up, and I made a point to make eye contact. And he looked at me, and went, and he kind of put his finger out like that, and I was like, I wasn't going to be rude. I'm like, Dave Martin. I'm like, I just, and he goes, oh no, I remember you, Dave, and man, you look good. And I'm like, you too. I can't believe you're here, Charlie. I was like, I didn't
By here, I mean on Earth.
pretty much, but hey, you look good. You look good. Of course, the bar's kind of low when you'd have bet anything that somebody be dead by now. And
Yeah, right.
but he actually did look
is
good.
looking good.
He actually looked very distinguished. I'm like, man, time has treated this guy well. But that's when other people see. I don't know what people expect after time. When the third person, I guess that's supposed to be what you do when you meet people that you haven't seen in a while. I guess you're supposed to say right off the bat, "Hey, you look good." Is that like the new? Because
Yeah, because I went to a Saints game last weekend with a guy I hadn't seen in 25 years, and it was like, well, I was surprised because this guy partied hard a long time ago. So yeah,
the
he
guy,
did look
yeah.
good.
Hey, but listen, the patron saint of partying hard and coming out on top is Charlie Sheen. We talked about that a few weeks ago. I am seeing more and more interviews with him and clips left and right. Dude, the guy he's the most articulate son of a gun.
Right, he's brilliant.
It's unbelievable. He's not just the fact that I guess because we all have him tagged in our memories now with Tiger Blood and
Right, that whole
Winnie.
crazy stuff. Said he had HIV positive and was like constantly running with hookers.
Oh, he was doing all that. I mean,
Right.
but he looks good, and he is just he's articulate as all get
Yeah.
out. And I'm like, man, That's almost a bad thing because other people out there be just like, addicts and partying their brains out thinking, hey, Charlie Sheen made it. I mean,
I can keep going.
I can keep going. I guess I can stop it sometime. But so you didn't get the girl a present for her birthday,
I did not.
but
Did not.
but you're going to hook her up for Christmas,
Well, this is the other thing.
or Joey's hooking her up for Christmas.
I said, since I don't know if there anybody doing gifts or not, I'm just leaving all that stuff in my car.
Oh, and then and just in case.
Right. And forget that spirit of giving stuff.
That's part of what I did
Dropping
today.
a couple $100 on this stuff.
Yeah, part of what I did today was, and I'm one of these idiots. I was at Walmart and Sam's on the Saturday before Christmas here. That's what I do. I'll buy a bunch of wine. Sam's actually has a pretty good wine selection. They got all, you can get $100 bottle of wine at Sam's. I ain't getting any $100 bottles of wine. I'll tell you that right now. I got some. They're pretty up there for some good friends that are business associates. Did that, Then everybody else, you get that. You're gonna get that $12 to $15, $17. Not terrible, but that
That's not Boone's Farm.
Right. You get that mid-range name brand, and I got a bunch of that I just bought, and you just keep the bags ready.
Yeah.
And in case for the neighbors that show up, we had one show up the other day. I don't know. We were gone, but they left it on our doorstep. And it's sort of like, man, did we become friends? Like, did we like, don't get me wrong. We're friendly, but it wasn't like somebody that you'd have thought would be bringing us any kind of Christmas.
Yeah.
You know how it works too. It's like you may have the people on the side. Like we give little small gifts to my backyard neighbor and my side yard neighbor. But there's a street in between us and that's like a present dividing line.
That's a boundary.
That is an unofficial present boundary. I wish you a Merry Christmas and everything.
Unless we share the same last name or the same blood.
Correct. Now I got a couple of older neighbors that we don't.
It's kind of when you're leaving on Christmas morning or you're outside, you're just giving a friendly wave. Merry Christmas.
But then the thing is, we started bringing people over there. They come to our house for Halloween, for the Halloween deal. So you kind of become more of a, so yeah, anyway, so if you show up, and as the thing you said, you don't give wine or stuff or alcohol to people that don't drink, do it. Because then I don't mind if you re-gift this stuff.
Yeah, good point.
That is the best thing about giving somebody a bottle of wine. You either like wine or you got a good, I don't care. Man, I gave some nice bottles of wine away this week. And if they just put a ribbon on it and gave it to somebody else, you know what? That might have been the best present they got.
Yeah.
Because they got to then turn around and go, oh, here.
I think I got $100 bottle of wine that somebody gave me a couple of years ago that I'm not a big wine drinker. So I may have to go check that out and see if it's still here, throw a ribbon on it.
I can't believe you and I saw each other for the first time in years a few months ago. You didn't bring that. You didn't bring the good wine for that one. What was that?
Well, I didn't think you could bring it into the restaurant. Otherwise, I would have.
Okay. All right. I just I'll let that slide. But so my wife and I talked about that. She buys all the presents, which I appreciate. The only present that I usually am responsible for is hers. Mm-hmm. But good luck, man. I mean, good luck. I don't even and we come to the same conclusion. Both of us saying, "Look, I don't want anything."
Yeah.
Please, can we? And we always say, "Look, you're right. Let's not." I don't want to. But then she'll always Christmas morning. Well, I thought maybe it's not much. I'm like, yeah, but it's more than nothing. Not much is more than nothing, which is what you told me we were going to.
Exactly. That was the agreement.
So
I told my wife this morning when we were shopping, you're a lot easier to shop for than all these other people. She said, why? I said, because I just know you'll return it. Whatever I get you, you'll return it. So it's no stress.
Well, anybody that gets me a present, understand this. I return nothing.
Nah.
Nothing. You don't even need to get the gift receipt on any of these things because I ain't returning jack. I don't care if it doesn't fit. I'm going to re-gift that to someone else. I don't care. I think I just made my mother-in-law happy because she, over time, we have, they're too generous. And one of the things she likes to do is buy bunch of either small gifts or whatever. But then she started a couple years ago, just asking us to go on Amazon or go on whatever and put something in a box, like basically do our own shopping and that is incredibly generous. But man, you know how I'm wired. I'm like, I know, I don't.
Well, this is so, and I don't like shopping for myself at all. I don't like shopping for anybody else. But so last Saturday we went to New Orleans, went through this little, I don't know, Christmas hotel
By the way, guys, that
decoration.
is why I want, look, sometimes I take the blame. I take the hit for one of the few times in the last 4 years. I think the Dave and Juan extravaganza here, we've been coming to you once a week. I think maybe total in 5 years, Juan, we may have missed 5 episodes,
Yeah.
maybe, give or take. But this last one wasn't me, baby.
All me. You were so
I was
Friday
trying to get
night I
it
went
done.
because I couldn't go. I was going to the Saints game on Sunday. I hadn't seen my dad since Thanksgiving, and I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
going to
yeah,
New
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Orleans
You were going
also.
bar hopping.
So
I was going to move it up to Saturday, and
but
Juan
then I
didn't.
was in New Orleans all day with my wife.
It's not what you told me, though. You told me, oh, you had something going on, and then I saw on Facebook,
Well, that's what I had going on.
Juan and Joey are drinking in New Orleans is what they're doing.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
blame you. I'd have done it too.
$50 a round for drinks I didn't like. But before we went to the mall in New Orleans, and I just thought we were shopping for her or something. And then she says, "Okay, well, you said you needed a new jacket. Let's go looking for that." I said, "Ho, ho, ho! We're not here shopping for me."
That was Santa Claus right there. Ho, ho, ho.
And she said, "Yeah, we are." And I said, "No, no, we're not." Um, and I was like ticked off for the next 40 minutes because I didn't realize that we were there to shop for me.
So
But
wait a minute. You were shopping on the way to an event in New Orleans?
yeah,
You just wanted to give people a reason to break into your car?
nah. We parked in in a paid garage.
There is no such thing as safe.
Well, I don't know, dude. I'm just I'm following along, man. But so I need some new glasses. So in the mall there was Warby Parker shop.
Okay.
And so Jay said, "Oh, let's go in there." And I said, "No, I already picked out some glasses I want. I'm fine. Well, let's just go see." And so the woman comes up, "Can I help y'all?" And I said, "No, I'm just looking." And Joey says, "Oh yeah, he needs some new glasses." The lady proceeds to come out with a box of wide frames.
There you go.
It's like, good, come on and insult the size of my head just walking in here.
But was she wrong?
No, but I could have worked up from the large first.
I guess I'm gonna need some before too long. I've never worn glasses.
I've had the same prescription for 15 years, probably.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
But downstairs near on one of our near our recliners, the old people, the Archie Bunker and the Archie and Edith Bunker kind of recliners. We got my wife had given me a book. I'm a few days behind. It's something with through Advent. Like each day you read something. And here's the deal. And I don't think I'm wrong in saying this. I mean, your eyes start to go, bad over the years, but the print is way too damn small, man. What are they doing? Who puts out books in 10 font or 11? Maybe, I know it ain't 12 font. It's 10 or 11 font. Like, what are you do?
Well,
What are you doing?
and Joey had her eyes checked a couple of weeks ago, and she's always worn either glasses or contacts. And she called me after and she said, "Oh man, so good. They said I could have that next year. I may be able to have cataract surgery." And I
Wait.
said, "That's good news." And she said, "Well, then I wouldn't need glasses."
Oh, I
I
don't
said,
know.
"But yeah, there's surgery involved
Don't get
on
me
your
started.
eyes."
Don't get me started on that. What game you watching, man?
Oh, you see me keep looking up?
Oh yeah. You like, yeah. I mean, it's clear you've been watching the game since we got on. Who's playing?
Texas A&M and
All right,
Miami.
Miami.
Miami just won.
Oh, they won.
Yeah, it's 10-3, 20 seconds left, and Texas was driving to tie it up, and they just threw an interception.
Oh, darn. Well, sorry about that, Aggies. I got some Aggie friends out there who will not be too happy at the tailgate tomorrow, I guess.
And who's Houston play tomorrow?
Oh, man. Yeah, the Raiders. The Raiders. as Chris Berman would say, the Raiders. Supposedly the worst team in the league, so I'm nervous about it. This should be a blow. I mean,
It's a cupcake game.
this should be a low stress game, but I don't know. I don't. The goal should be score a bunch of points and don't get hurt, and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
But
And Saints are doing it, man. We won 2 in a row.
yeah, but you don't even. I mean, the first pick in the draft's not that big a deal this year. There's nobody, and Kyler, what's his name? Shot. What's his name? Who's your quarterback? Tyler.
Oh, Tyler Shuck.
I heard. I'm hearing that he might be.
I think he is. I mean, well,
He might be real.
yeah, he doesn't have a lot of weapons, so we'll see. He's a big old guy, so he can run the ball.
Okay.
And he runs for his life a lot.
But yeah, we'll be doing some tailgating tomorrow, and at least being in Georgia this week. At night, it was into the upper 30s. It felt a little bit more like the holidays. Felt like Chris. It's 80 degrees here in Houston today.
Yeah, it's warm here, and that was the thing. So last Saturday in New Orleans, I was sweating like a dog. And then Sunday, it was freezing and windy.
I do that every night when I talk to my mom, and oftentimes I'll pull up and let her. This time of year is like, hang on, Mom, you got a freeze coming. What? How can we be freezing? I don't know. It's coming though. So Christmas is coming up. We hope everybody is good and safe out there. You talking about
you staying there, or you coming to the bayou?
We're gonna go to the bayou sometime after Christmas, before New Year's. We typically try to do that Christmas here, and then come and try to do what we can. But what was the I kind of circle back on that with the office gift thing. I don't know. Maybe we might just be wired differently, I guess, because apparently some people enjoy this. Like my son tonight, and he's in town and we're all kind of sick. So it's like I'm hoping he's on my wife was sick for a few weeks. Then he comes down, he goes to hit the serve in the wedding or something, and he's the one that's from out of town. He's been under the weather, but he's going to a party tonight or something. A friend of his here, somebody else, and it's a white elephant. Anytime you got to start explaining something like that to me, so I guess that's where.
Well, this is the thing. I don't want the gift anyway. So now you're going to give me a gift that I probably don't want, and that's the purpose of it. Or it's not. I don't even know if it's that I don't want it. But
is this the one you got to steal?
Yeah, it depends on who does it, but.
I don't know. Again, there are people that like that stuff. I hate it. It combines all the things I can't stand. Right. I don't like having to buy a present. I don't like having to take especially if it's something you don't need or want. And then I got to play that. Who are you going to steal from? What?
Yeah, because you got people who are into that game like there's no tomorrow. And it's like, they just want everybody to steal. And it's like, please don't make me open another gift.
Yeah, I'm good. What's the worst gift here? Give me that one.
Yeah.
Give me that. That's when you get relaxed. Oh, nobody's stealing this. All right, good. I'm gonna sit here and watch. We did that a few years ago. One of my sisters, maybe a couple of them, wanted to do that back in Louisiana, and they ended up getting aggravated with me, which I'm sure is not hard to do, because hey, I'll play along, dude. I'll bet you my threshold is maybe 20 minutes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'll do a forced fun activity for maybe 20 minutes if I'm drinking a beer, okay? If I got something else, you start getting above 30 minutes, or when I'm looking around thinking, when does this end? Like,
right. And look, don't get us wrong. I think you're like me. I totally appreciate the kindness.
Yeah.
I do. I'm not, it's an awkward thing for me.
Or you playing
it makes me totally uncomfortable.
Or here's my deal. You see somebody open something that they legitimately like. Like you can tell, like, oh, that's something that they really would look forward to taking home, and you're gonna go steal that?
Sorry, buddy.
I can remember we were doing this, and my mom was in there, and I forget what it was. It might have been a birdhouse. It was something. I don't remember what it was. It might have been something. It might have been something we bought. I have no idea. A bird feeder or something. that my mom was like, oh, and I could tell she really liked it. And I had to announce to everybody, I said, I will stab whoever steals that from my mom. Like, don't do that. Like, steal. I don't steal from someone else. Because my mom would be like, oh, babe, that's okay. You can steal it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
My thing is always, I tell people my reaction will be the same as if you give me a pair of socks and if you give me a car.
Yep.
My reaction will be close to the same. And that's the awkward part of it. I don't want to make somebody that they gave me something great that, I'm self-conscious of the
Sure.
reaction and them reading the reaction.
Sure. I I don't think there's a right or wrong way. Like I said, most of us get a lot more out of it when you give somebody something and you know they like. You know what I'm saying? When you nail a gift and it's obvious, that makes you feel better than. No, don't get me wrong. I've gotten gifts before where I'm like, oh, it's really thoughtful. But yeah, like you said, you feel the pressure of
Right. Hyping it up.
of making them feel good about, and then you're dealing with somebody else's emotions. Like, I don't know how to look at you, man. You texted somebody on their birthday and they ended up feeling shafted.
That's right. Didn't get a gift.
Shame on you. But it's going to be another Christmas around here, I guess, of short pants and t-shirt looking Christmas pictures.
Yeah, I think
Anybody
like
take some?
75 or 80 here.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty warm here too. What's I looking at here? We done all the Christmas stuff. Hey, a lot of stuff go on in the last couple weeks since we've done this. One I didn't jot down, but we were mentioning it. I mentioned a while ago. The meathead. Archie
Rob
Bunker.
Reiner, man.
Yeah. So most of you by now obviously know that Rob Reiner, who first was known playing Michael.
Michael Stivic.
Michael
All in the
Stivic,
Family.
aka Meathead.
Uh-huh.
Later became just an incredibly successful director.
Lots of great movies.
I mean, just Princess Bride alone is okay, but then Harry Met Sally.
Few Good Men. He did that.
Oh, he did. Sure, yeah, yeah. He had so, and he kind of lost. He didn't lose his mind. He became a very outspoken.
Right. He's very outspoken on the political spectrum, opposite of where I tend to lean, but within his right to be.
But and that's when it got weird. Not weird, but so anyway, he and his wife were both murdered by their son.
Yeah.
30-something-year-old. Apparently, this guy had been in and out. The opposite of Charlie Sheen. Yeah. Charlie Sheen knocking it out. That guy's been through everything. He is just incredible now. Apparently, this guy had, I don't know, he was schizophrenic. He was
schizophrenic, in and out. I mean, had lots of addiction issues, lots of, I think, violent outbursts in his history.
Apparently, but so just tragic that this happens, and this is where it's political. We talk around politics, regardless of which part of the spectrum you fall under. Here's the deal. I think some of the best advice ever in the world, right? If you can't say something nice,
shut up.
Shut up. Just don't say anything at all. Let your lack of a comment speak for you.
Mm-hmm.
So Reiner was very, very, very anti-Trump, very vocal, tried to raise money against them. I mean, like, just flat out he loathed Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And up until the time where the guy gets murdered, I guess you can say whatever you want, right? Back at him. But when another human being, it's like the Charlie Kirk thing, right? I mean, the sick people that celebrated when a guy, right? And I'm not going to read I'm not going to read any other thing, but Trump's statement after, he talked about Trump.
I thought it was fake when I first saw it. There's no way
it was so asinine that you went, exactly, this has to be fake. And it's not. And then later on, a day or two later, in a Q&A, whatever question, they gave him an opportunity to clarify whatever, and he sort of doubled down on it. Now, Here's the deal, but I've given about as many of these passes away as I can. My thing is, when you're a person who the government and everybody tied to it and in Hollywood and everything has done everything they can do to destroy you. They tried to bankrupt you, tried to put you in jail, they raided your house, they tried to get you shot, and they can say all they want about that. I mean, regard, man, look, that so when all that happens to you, you can almost got to give somebody a pass on, bro. Say what you want. Like say and do like when you have been that guy, when you have been attacked to that level, it's hard to judge and saying, but you really should be nicer now. He don't play that.
No,
he don't play that. He don't care.
Right. He's got one speed.
It could be you just announced that you're not running for office again and you're talking bad about me on The View. I'm going to burn you. You and your wife could just be murdered by your son. He don't, it did. Hey, all fair game to him. So, I wish that were different. I wish that were different, but no, it is a shame. And I'll say that, like I said, up until, that's horrible stuff, but you realize like, well, Rob Reiner was, that guy was, he was productive, man. He was good.
But they also said like people so they were at a Christmas party at Conan O'Brien's
house. I was not invited.
Neither was I. Maybe because I was busy. But apparently he had an outburst there and was freaking people out, and somebody wanted to call 911 because he was like just all up in Rob Reiner's face.
He was fighting. Well, Rob Reiner apparently confronted him, saying basically what he was acting. He was walking up to people and asking them what their first name was, what's your last name, and are you famous? Yeah. And he's asking this to people like celebrities. That's all.
Right. Who are big time famous. I'm sure.
And it is an interesting. Yeah, I mean, a schizophrenic drug addict is going to have a little bit different take on things, and it became
they say Conan said no, don't call 911.
Well, so blame Conan. I don't know. Well, tragic. What you gonna do? Just rest in peace, Rob Reiner. Left a lot behind. What else jotted down here? Oh, Ford Motor Company. You may have heard of them. They just announced they're basically they're doing away with their electric vehicle program.
What percentage of that was going to be? Wasn't it going to be like the majority of their vehicles in the next few years or something?
They're taking a $32 billion loss. $32 billion loss on their electric vehicle program. There will be no more or any Ford truck, the big, that was going to be the thing. I want to say, Juan, I don't have it right in front of me, but I forget how many years of profits. Like they lost many, many years of total profit. In other words, like they were saying, like whatever they've made in the past, I don't know, 5, 6, 7.
So are they going to try to continue to sell the vehicles that they've already produced?
I don't think so. Because once you end it, I mean, I don't know even how.
Well, that's true, because you're not going to be manufacturing parts for them or anything.
There you go.
They had an $80,000 Mustang SUV, which is like the dumbest thing ever.
So, but they get what they deserve, and that's government involvement. That was
government paid them and
Jennifer
incentivized them.
Remember her? She was like the ex-governor, I think, of Michigan, whatever, and she was in charge of whatever they put her in charge of. All these criminals, and they push all these car companies like the government's doing this, government's doing that, and it's all. It's the markets, man. Government. Yeah. Well, that's like what's going on with healthcare. They're trying to, it's broken. It's incredibly broken. And those of you that are involved in that, and I'm, with our sons trying to help them, go through the, it's time to sign up, December's pick a play. Oh my, it's such a,
well, that's what, same girl in my office the other day, she was saying, well, I just wish it was free. And I said, you see, that's your problem, is you think it's free if you don't pay for it.
It's not free.
Right. Somebody's paying for it.
And anything that's legit free ends up being just garbage.
Right. And I said the same thing with the Affordable Care Act. I said it's not, the price isn't going up. Somebody else is paying for it
Yeah,
now. They just
100%.
stopped paying subsidizing it.
And if you want to do it that way, hey, all you out there who want the magic fairy dust, it's free. Here's how you can make some stuff more free. You got to get rid of everybody who doesn't belong here.
Yeah.
You got to get rid of the millions and millions and millions of people who are here illegally. I'm sorry. I don't care if they got here last week. I don't care if they've been here 10 years. If you're not a U.S. citizen, you're not supposed to be here. Okay.
And their ICE is here, so there've been small protests, right? Maybe they're big. I don't know. It just seems like they're small from the photos that I see, and it's like I saw one that said, the president has a mugshot. My parents don't, and I would have liked to respond, not yet, they don't, but keep on. Or then it's somebody had a big poster that said, there are no immigrants on illegal property, on stolen land.
It's not stolen land; it's conquered.
Right, and it's like,
go do a little history.
Live? So
yeah,
you
go do a little history, y'all.
There?
Yeah, again, you do this long enough. We talked about a lot of things. Hey, guess what, y'all? Before the settlers came here, before whatever, the Indian tribes were not. It wasn't Shangri-La. They weren't all sitting around.
Yeah, that's what I've always said. More Indians were killed by other Indians.
Oh man,
than by the cavalry.
And some of the most brutal. You talk about slavery. You talk about that's what happened. One tribe took over another tribe. Men were killed. Women were other things and put into slavery. So yeah. So it's conquered land. All right.
Yeah, I'm all about not hiding history.
Exactly.
But just don't hide select parts of it.
Talk it. Yeah. That's the 100%. But that you can't have that. But anyway. So where are we going with that? Okay. So Ford.
Ford and health,
we'll be interested.
Funded stuff and
just you said ICE doing what it's doing, but then hey, all you have to do and here's the thing: you have to look for this news because miraculously the major networks don't cover this kind of stuff. With the stuff they're uncovering in Minnesota, oh my God. Man, Minnesota, the billions and billions of dollars that have been stolen, swindled with everything. It's from, from the SNAP program to, what was it, $8 billion on all
the COVID stuff, all these programs, went to Somalia.
Somebody pled guilty today, stealing $14 million from some autism fund.
Yeah.
I mean, listen.
So I like when they asked, Tim Walz, former vice presidential candidate,
but still the governor and running again.
If he feels responsible for it, he says, "I'm responsible for the people being arrested." Like, no, you're really not. It's federal crime, bro.
No, he's a train wreck. He should be in prison. But that's a big part of what's going on. I read something the other day that I kind of believe. It's like, hey, you know what? This deficit we've always had, I don't think it's that it's all theft. It's all theft and fraud. There are people just making, right? They said Minnesota's so bad. I was reading something today that talked about tourism fraud. People, again, they're all the scamming, and most of them are from other countries. They're not. Guess what? Here's a shock. They're not even citizens.
Yeah.
They find out how easy it is to defraud the government in Minnesota, running through things. They get apartments. Like two they got caught. They got arrested. Got an apartment. They're in Philadelphia. To set up temporary residence to apply for all kinds of stuff and funnel through, these fake SNAP stores. Oh, you remember we cut SNAP and we were cutting all this other stuff back? They have these stores, and it's not just, this one that exists. Basically, all they do, there was just a fake store that people would come in and they take their SNAP benefits and they get cash for them. And then the store, and these guys made like $7 million.
Right. And that's why, if you remember the old term food stamps, it's why they now have the debit card for stamp, because what people would do with the food stamps is, all right, here, I got $40 worth of cards or stamps. I'll give it to you for $20. then I'll go buy whatever I want with the $20.
Well, they're still doing that. They're
Right,
still
they're just doing it differently, and it's the same thing with the cards. The reason for the cards was supposed to make it more effective and more fraud proof.
right.
No,
Right. And I got friends in Minnesota. Hey, if Minnesota, come on, y'all. Y'all make New Orleans look well run.
did you hear what's going on in New Orleans?
With Moreno is the new mayor.
So her inauguration, I think, is right after the first of the year.
She has those banners, right?
They were having the banners hung up wherever they're doing the inauguration, and your girl Cantrell went and have them pulled down.
Latoya is not about to have another woman hang banners on a
No.
building. But you saw what else happened?
Latoya vetoed the budget that the city council and the new mayor were in favor of because she has to be fiscally responsible.
She has to be. And then she made some comments along the way that basically showed after being two terms as mayor, was she?
I think.
Or three, whatever. She's been there a while. Made some comments that basically shows she still doesn't understand how the budget process works. She still doesn't understand literally what her job was supposed to be. So, hey, don't let the screen door hit you, Latoya. Go do whatever. But you saw, I think it was they hung those banners at the Cabildo, I think, in Jackson.
Yeah, somewhere. It's some museum there. I mean, it's a very ornate building in New Orleans.
And while we're cleaning up news here, you see where Fulton County, Georgia, Atlanta, that I drove through this week. By the way, Atlanta, your traffic sucks more. It really does. Juan, it used to take where I lived in North Georgia, north of Lake Lanier, a place called Cornelia. I used to be able to get from the airport to home. Man, if it was slow, it was 90 minutes, but you could often make it in about an hour and 15 minutes. Now it's a solid 2 hours. Atlanta traffic is just horrific. But Fulton County, they're the biggest county in. You sort of had to come out and just admit this is not, hey, all you haters out there, this is not theory. They're admitting that Fulton County certified 315,000 illegal ballots in the presidential election of 2020.
How much did Biden win Georgia by?
Under 12,000 votes.
Oh, wow. So, yeah.
So 315,000 may have been. So you know what that tells you? That tells you that Trump beat him by 303 something thousand because they had to pump votes until they got just above.
And Georgia was one of the last states to certify the vote.
And it's what they did, y'all. Of course, Brian Kemp and all the Republicans stepped back and they did nothing about it. So they're all in on it. But it's just one of those things. And again, I wish he would take a breath sometimes, and I wish he wouldn't do some of the things he does. But hey, everybody called Trump. I mean, they call him everything under the sun for pointing these things out. Even then, right? So they just sort of come out and admit it. Yeah, Georgia was stolen. Yeah, that video you saw.
What do you think about the plaques he put up in the White House?
Patty, those of you talking about, there's a row. I don't know if it's outside the Oval Office or where it is with all the past presidents.
It is. It's where he put his mugshot as his official portrait. So, then he changed Biden's to the pen, to the auto pen.
Right, and then now they're putting plaques underneath the presidents, and he's going after Obama and everything. And here's the deal. Here's the deal. Part of me wants to say, man, don't do that. Don't do that. But the other part of me wants to say, you know what? You're not lying. Like even the petty stuff on some of these, he's not lying. Like you can actually say no, that happened, they did that. Oh, it's beneath the office. Really? Let's talk about what Clinton was doing.
Yeah.
In the office. Let's talk about what Biden, the fact that he wasn't even there. And the reason they kept always going back to Delaware, man, I'm telling you guys, the reason he was always going back to Delaware is they don't have to keep a record of what's going on in Delaware. In the White House, they have to. Now, I'll say
everybody that visits, what he does, all the call logs.
Yeah, so that's what was going on there. So I'm not, I don't know, not going to say anything about that. By the way, you saw us, and this is where it's insulting, where, again, a pox on all of them, Republican, Democrat. They started releasing some of the Epstein stuff.
Can we just get over that?
It's insulting, but it's insulting. So a lot of it's pictures they're putting out there. Now, granted, you got some pictures of Bill Clinton
Right.
floating in a hot tub or,
Yeah, with a young girl,
okay.
nearly nude.
Hey, guess what? 100%. Y'all, 100%. That was his running mate. Okay, he did what he was going to do. But then the other thing is these pictures of Epstein with all these people. The dude, he went everywhere. That's what he did.
Yeah.
Right? So my thing is, just because you took a picture with someone, and I'm talking both sides. My thing is, hey man, he might have 1,000 pictures with Bill Clinton. I don't care. Now, pictures of Bill Clinton on the plane with a young
Right. Party shots is
30 something trips on the private plane to the island. Okay, that's a little bit more problematic.
Yeah.
But it's insulting. Oh, we're releasing just blackened sheets, like all redacted.
Yeah.
And then your boy Bongino is going back.
Yeah. Well, he quit.
He quit. Man, I don't know. I don't want to go. I want to be more Feliz Navidading right now, man. But anyway, so the good news is, y'all, we just about made it through this year so far, and
close.
It's a crazy year. A lot of stuff. I think. Are we gonna do another? Let's see. Are we gonna do another episode before?
We can.
So we'd have to do something next weekend. What's going on next weekend? I might be able to do that. We got we're gonna try, y'all. I don't want to promise y'all anything because I promised y'all 2 weeks ago, and I didn't know Juan.
I blew it.
I didn't know Juan was going shopping and drinking, and to a football. I was at a football game too. So not. But America, that's our ongoing gift to you. We try to give you 50 to 52 gifts a year.
That's right. And this is a gift I don't mind giving.
That's right, 100%. And we take all the adulation you want to throw at us. Tell us how much you unless I have anything to do business wise, then don't watch, because it's hard to sell yourself as an authority on anything when you're on a podcast talking about being a couillonchu. Don't know. But you know what, y'all? It's about that time to push the button, get on out of here. See if any of this stuff stuck to the magic tape up in the sky. We hope it did. Hey, if you want to reach us, you got it. David and Juan at protonmail.com.
And right here.
Or easier, just comment, do whatever. Text Juan. I'll put his phone number up on the screen for you guys.
Great.
Maybe not. Every week we tell you, not a hint, suggestion, or any kind of subtle implication, y'all. It's a freaking
mandate, bro.
Try to live your best life. Try to live your best life. Just wake up in the morning with that goal. I'm going to do what I can do today. Maybe it's a great day, and if it is, I'm going to give thanks, and I'm going to try to do it again tomorrow.
You might be spreading some cheer this week.
Correct. Your day might suck. You know what? Say, hey, at least I got through it. I'm going to try.
You got another one tomorrow.
Try again tomorrow.
You're lucky.
All right, exactly. At least you were here to have a day that sucked. There are other people that don't have those days anymore.
Could have been worse.
Right? What's worse than having a suck day? Not having a day at all.
And
there you go. So that kind of Christmas message, right? But until then, and whenever you are listening to this, if you are listening to this somewhere before the 25th, we're wishing everybody a very, very merry and blessed Christmas. And we hope to see you all before the new year. And if we don't, then hey, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year too.
As well. But we will see you when we see you. Have a great one, everybody. Y'all be careful for the holidays. Love you, bro.
Back at you, man. So, in the 100 years or so we've been doing this, I've given a number of examples of the most Baton Rouge thing ever. This is a new one, and this may be the biggest one. So, I was driving home from work the other day, and I live real close to work. In the street that I pass on, I suddenly noticed that it's got a bike lane on it. Like, all right, I guess that sidewalk right there wasn't good enough that nobody ever is on.
Right.
But so I'm sitting down saying, how the hell did they make a bike lane in one day? They just moved the center line over.
What?
They cut into the lanes of traffic.
Oh.
And the bike lane isn't as wide as my shoulders. So if you got a bike with, wide or normal size handlebars, you clip in a car if you stay in the bike lane. If you got a car of, fairly decent size, you either cross in the center line or clip in the bike lane.
Bruh, if you're driving a dually.
So I reached out to our friend Rick because, he works in the news. And I said, what the hell's going on with this? And apparently the former mayor had a program for, like they called it, Move East Baton Rouge or whatever. And the funding was from that to make Baton Rouge more bike friendly. But they didn't have enough money to build the actual bike lanes. So they just, painted a stripe on the existing road.
You want to make Baton Rouge more bike friendly? Just tell them criminals to stop stealing everybody's bikes. That's what I consider bike friendly. Don't steal my bike.
Yeah, well, don't shoot me if I'm riding it.
It's over. Go home.